Good morning, Zio here. And if you were wondering where I've disappeared to for the past few days, I had to take some time off from social media, the news, and all that good stuff. And I had been working non-stop, constantly. So, yeah, I had to take a break from everything, just so I didn't die. So, let's get into it, shall we? And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should go ahead and do so now. I'm building an army for world domination, and I need you to be a part of it. So, what are we talking about today? Atari VCS. Once again, I should really make a playlist at this point. I've talked about it a few times, but we're talking specifically about the Atari token and gambling. Betting, yeah. That's going to be a thing. Anyway, so we've got the Atari token here. When it comes to this sort of stuff, I'm not an expert. All right, I don't really know that much about crypto or anything when it comes to that sort of stuff. But this is the information that we have that I'm going to just sort of go over it. You can make your own determinations and all that good stuff afterwards, of course. Everything, of course, will be linked down below if you want to go check it out. But I think it's kind of an interesting thing, right? From my limited knowledge, of course. But Atari has been working behind the scenes for several years in preparation for some kind of Atari token project to tie with the release of their upcoming new Atari VCS console. This will allow integration into games for ownership and transfer of digital assets, with the ability to create and earn property in virtual worlds cross-platform through blockchain, as well as esports, gambling, shopping, music, and more. Now, what really is kind of cool is the transfer of ownership of digital assets, right? That's something that sort of has stonewalled us for quite some time, as, we like physical copies, right? Some of us old school gamers anyway. For various reasons. Either we're collecting them, or we can easily let somebody borrow it or trade it or whatever it is. And, companies don't really like that too much, right? So they've been trying to push into this digital space where once you buy it digitally, it's really hard to kind of get rid of. If you decide you don't want it anymore, you want to sell it, there's no real way that I can think of at this particular moment of selling a digital asset to somebody else, like third-party seller. If that could be a thing, if we can get into that, GameStop might save itself. Anyway. But let us continue, shall we? There's apparently some kind of video out there, which I probably should have watched. Didn't watch it. Anyway, I did try playing this, but for whatever reason, I got no sound coming out of it. I have no idea why. But many people in countries will be able to start working online in virtual worlds. I'm not 100% sure what that exactly means. But yeah, it sounds kind of cool. And games then take the create wealth back out to the real world to pay bills, rent, food. For many poor countries, this will literally be a game changer. I don't know. It might be, but that's what they're saying. For whatever reason, I feel like this is the Oasis from Ready Player One. I mean, wouldn't that be a thing? It's like Atari gets back into the game, creates a virtual world, and it covers the entire world like a firestorm, and you get something similar to the Oasis. That would be kind of cool. I mean, I don't know if our technology is really at that point that something like that can really happen, but maybe a lower version of that. I have no idea. But in order to get to the Atari token page, you do have to sign up for it. Not going to lie, I was trying to get onto this without actually giving any information, and I failed miserably because apparently I can't make an email from somewhere else for whatever reason. But there is a Telegraph program, Atari Token Telegraph project, has a chat room that you can go take a look at. The Atari talks over sports betting coming soon, which we will be looking into here in a second. Atari teams up with Unicron to deliver enhanced shipping, better and gameplay functionality to the Atari token. So let's take a quick gander at that. But Atari teams up with Unicron. Is that how you say that? Unicron to deliver enhanced shipping, betting, and game functionality to the Atari token. But yeah, New York, 2020, June 11. One of the world's most iconic customer brands and entertainment producers have announced a partnership with Unicron, the award-winning industry leader at the intersections of waging, competitive gaming, and blockchain technology. The agreement promises to accelerate the adaptation of the Atari token by incorporating it into Unicron's already thriving cryptocurrency ecosystem, which offers shopping, betting, and gambling. Through this partnership, Unicron will gain access to Atari's unrivaled catalog of gaming classics like Centipede, Pong, and Asteroids, while providing powerful crypto technology, skill-based waging opportunities via Unicron's patent-pending U-Mode platform and unique wagering experience to Atari Casino and Atari Token. Unicron and Atari are pioneers in the gaming industry, changing the world around us with creativity and innovation, said Raul Sood. I probably mispronounced that. The Unicron's co-founder and former CEO of Microsoft Ventures. We know that wagering will be an increasingly divisive force in the gaming industry, future developments, and we can't wait to get the benefits of this partnership to Unicron's community. What better way to put gambling in than to actually give us real gambling? Hey, look, on a real note, if we want to take, gosh, what are they called? Wow, really? Brain, think. Loot boxes out of the equation and just give us an actual casino? I'm okay with that. At least then you can keep the gambling over there and out of the games I actually want to play. Today, we'll have forged another essential partnership to support Atari's journey in cryptocurrency and blockchain-based entertainment experience, said Fred, whoever, Atari CEO. I can't say his name either. I can forget it. Unicron's thriving ecosystem will provide Atari's token holders with significant additional utility and value, while the additional Atari Classic Arcade brands to the ecosystem will be offering extensive, familiar yet new gaming content to the Unicron community. I'm not really sure how any of that works. I don't know. I mean, as it stands right now, Atari is offering things that anybody can get at this moment without needing the Atari. With the exception of this Atari token. Of course. The Atari token is issued by Atari Chain Ltd., a company equally owned by Atari and the ICICB Group. Unicron named EGR 2019 Esports Bookmaker of the Year. And esports is getting a betting scene, by the way. If you hadn't noticed, in case you didn't notice, I have found out that esports have got quite the betting ring going on. It's just not as well regulated because, well, it's esports. Anyway, operates the Landing esports casino-based crypto betting options available today. For more information on the Atari token, please join the Atari Telegram at this and visit atarichain.com. To stay up to date for all things Atari and retro pop culture, follow us on Facebook and Twitters and all that other good stuff. Whew. Anyway, let's see. The rest of this stuff, I think, is just links to Atari and what it's got. You got Sandbox games. Atari features properties of games using the Atari token. One of the key features of our gaming platform is the possibility to create an asset from scratch using Vox Edit, upload it to the marketplace, and then monetize it to the blockchain. Not really sure how any of this is supposed to work, but it sounds interesting. Not gonna lie. Maybe we should actually go over Sandbox Gaming at some point. We should take a look at that. But yeah, let's look at that real quick, shall we? The Sandbox. Discover the Sandbox Multiverse. It's a virtual world where players can build, own, and monetize their gaming experience. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Let's see. Created in 2011 with 400 million downloads and large community of creators, the Sandbox is a user-generated content gaming platform that's dedicated to bring this successful IP from mobile into blockchain ecosystems. We are aiming to disrupt the gaming, or to disrupt the existing game makers like Minecraft and Roblox by providing the creators true ownership of their creation, non-flexible tokens, and reward them for participating in the ecosystem. Well, that's kind of cool. I should really look more into this. It says it's was created in 2011, so it's been around for a bit, right? And that looks kind of cool, not gonna lie. Looks like that'd be a lot of fun to do. Anyway, I think that deserves its own video in its own right, especially since we're already been at it for a little bit. But Atari is also offering betting. No local restrictions, faster payout, 24-hour customer support. When I think betting, I honestly think like back alley bookie kind of deal. But betting has actually been a thing for years, and it's regulated for the most part, a lot of it. If you're going to do the legalized version of betting and stuff, there's betting online, there's betting on esports, there's betting on real sports, and Atari is going to marry some betting to the Atari token, of course, with mobile betting and a few other things, which honestly would work. I guess it's kind of cool to be on that side. If you're addicted to betting, I'm sorry, there's help for you out there. If you're not addicted to betting and want to try your chance once in a while, here you go. You can bet a few of your tokens away or whatever. But yeah, I don't really have much more to say about any of that right there. The Atari Sandbox is something I do want to go more in depth into. We might do that next week because I want to learn more about this real quick. The Atari Sandbox, the Sandbox. So we'll definitely go take a look at that later, I think. But yeah, the Atari has a token, a crypto token, and it's going to be, if set up properly, is going to be doing things, where maybe you can pay your rent and other stuff with it. You can bet with it. Purchase digital assets, trade digital assets for it, and things like that. So I guess it's just going to be one of those things we're going to have to wait and see, because there have been other blockchain things out there in the past when it comes to tokens and stuff that haven't done so well, or they failed miserably, or they wound up not converting like they were supposed to, and a bunch of people got gypped. I think there was this whole thing with DLive. Maybe, if I remember correctly, don't quote me on that, but I think it had something to do with the DLive, and betting, or not betting, but and tokens and something else. And I briefly looked into it at one point in time, but haven't gotten that far into it, and it's old news at this point. So anyway, let me know what you think about all this down in the comments below, and I will talk to you later. See ya. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, smash that like button, and always subscribe for more. And of course, there are other videos floating around somewhere on the screen, so click one of those and see if you can find something that suits your fancy. Till then, I'll see you later. Bye.